I mean, once again, like the whole, like I feel like the first 2 episodes of the first three is literally mostly just Calliope and Juliette, anyways.
Hold up.
That's
I have this fucking song downloaded and I listened to it like so many times.
look at her.
I thought this racist. Look up to a black girl and just stop and run at her.
And then they disrespect her randomly. Like, you gotta be joking. I just found out that his mom was there. Like, where the fuck was his mom hiding at?
No, she was literally
One of those for me.
upstairs.
One of them for you. What are you talking about? That's impossible. Nobody saw that shit. The fact that his voice is the loudest one. Yeah, who is this bitch? I want to know if we're gonna ever see her. I mean, well, me. Oh, here it goes. Fucking Apollo. How they hunt? They don't even got no fucking equipment. She the only one that came out with a knife.
The fact no one, not a soul, went to that pantry to see Juliette.
That's what I was saying. I'm like, ain't the 7 minutes up?
No, see, my thing is, why the fuck did she keep the steak?
Because she is a loser.
Right.
And the steak is from Carl, so she's gonna keep it.
And then no one saw her. No one saw Kyle booking it out either. Like, that's hilarious to me.
Didn't wipe the blood or anything off her face?
Nothing. But do you notice how like it look like it's like slowly healed, and then it fucking waits until she gets in front of the mirror at home to finally close? Like, come the fuck on now.
Slowly opens the door.
Right, with blood dripping down her face and on her. Oh my god.
She's like, I better cover up my chest.
She said, not a sound.
Look at her clip on her hair and then the blood on her mouth. So you just
Right, like a perfect drop. Clean that shit off, Juliette. Look at these kids. They got wine, Fiji water, Gatorade, Powerade, fucking sour
They had
patches.
a fucking feast.
They had a fucking look at the damn closet. They got a fucking 25.
Look at the phone. It looks fake as hell, though.
It looks like it's fucking a sheet, a sticker on the ground.
It literally does.
Like a sticker.
Sticker.
yeah, you're a vampire. Please run faster.
Right, like you fucking believe that she got up and never looked to see where her phone went at. Like,
See, seeing Apollo just makes me annoyed.
Yeah, he made me annoyed too.
No, what's funny to me is that the mom was like, clean this rug up, and then she proceeds to throw a fucking knife into the wall, damaging her house more. Like,
Sebastian? Sorry.
Did you?
Did he?
shit, well, you know what? On God, Apollo, on God.
You know that.
Right, like, she,
He comes call like
Calliope,
nobody gonna
please.
see her.
like, Calliope, please.
You think I didn't see you?
It's so bad. I want to give you a zero.
Unless we want to feel
Julia looks rough.
That was
Oh my
instant.
god. Girl,
I could say the same.
you okay?
Yeah, that's
Wait, what?
MG's dad. That's
Bonnie.
MG's dad.
Oh!
Oh,
I didn't even fucking clue into that. Oh my god.
Yeah,
so brave for
I
what?
still would have staked you.
She gagged you.
Calliope's a liar.
They smile. Look at her.
What?
I can hear your heartbeat. It
Wow.
races when you lie.
Wow. Girl, she better than me.
Kalai, Juliet, she literally wants to kill you. Please.
Literally.
Hey guys, it's Iz.
Hey everyone, it's Naj.
Hey, it's Robyn.
Hi guys, it's Vit.
And today we're here with season 1, episode 2 of First Kill. And we just rewatched it, so we got like everything fresh in our minds, and we're here to talk and review it and discuss it. So, what section want to start off first? We have
Yes.
Calliope, Juliette, Colette, family, Eleanor, the death at the party,
Why don't we
you
just
know, Apollo,
we'll start at the beginning?
the
When
continuation of the party.
Calliope was running away and Juliette woke up with all the blood on her
Oh
and
my gosh. Yeah, no,
I just got a personal feeling with that wound.
And then we got Ben walking on that dead girl.
No, can we talk about the fact that Ben saw that person just standing there, that girl just
Small.
standing there?
No, okay. Because we gotta back up to that wound. All right, guys, y'all saw that big ass steak wound heal so big, like it healed close, like it was like this, and then they're gonna keep this part until she gets home for it to finally seal up close. So dramatic, but because everything else, the bite marks vanished like easily, and that mark didn't. But yeah, like Ben literally watched that girl smirk at him and leave the party.
It never mentions it.
It never mentions it, but when it be Inspector Gadget, the next episode, trying to and asking Juliette about shit when he literally saw a girl just leave the party while everybody was trying to figure out call the police. Ben, are you really not like figure? I didn't even mention it. Like I should have mentioned. I'm gonna mention that in my episode 4 reaction. So I'm just like, Ben, you didn't even acknowledge that this lady just like smirked. She was like this and walked out while everybody was scrambling to the girl, but yet you're like mad at Juliette for not caring that much when you didn't even give a shit about the girl who just walked out the party mid-death.
She was busy. Juliette was busy.
No, yeah, exactly. He's acting like she would dare to see this girl dead on the floor when she literally was in the closet dead because no one seemed to come back to check on her in 7 minutes. It was like the 7 minutes in heaven didn't matter anymore because it was over and no one checked up on her. No one said anything about, yo, did y'all hear that glass that shattered on the floor? No one heard anything. Like, he just was like, I left you 10 emails. Like, why didn't you come out the closet?
No, the fucking emails took me out. I was like, yeah, bitch.
I was like, you sent her like emails, voicemails, and fucking text messages. Like, that she's not here. Like, who? I don't even know how to reply. Like, emails, I literally still struggle to reply to emails to this day. And yet you send them. Like, how did you say it? Hey, girl, where you at? Bitch, there's a dead
What did he put in like the, what is it called?
The subject. And then what did he sign off?
He's like, Smashley is dead.
Ashley
part 1.
One?
Not part 1, like it's several parts.
But yeah, why didn't he just go
he sent like 3 emails.
Exactly. Like, how did he basically...
They were in that huge house, and they were all supposed to leave, and his thought wasn't, I'm going to go get Juliette out of the fucking closet who's making out with this girl.
Right. Like, and then was like happy for her to like have that moment, but then when she didn't care about Ashley, he was suddenly like, well, how did you not know that she was dead? She was in the closet.
He's like,
she was literally in the closet, like
with a stake in her heart. With a fucking stake in her heart.
No, the cops probably like kicked them all. Okay, but how long was she dead on the ground in between them calling the cops, finding the body, calling the cops, and her waking up? And
everyone was already left the party.
The party was gone, and Ben, being the best friend, didn't think, oh, you know what? I should go check on my best friend who's
right. Did everybody think that they were automatically going to just hook up? So it's just like, okay, well, that 7 minutes haven't became a 7 minutes.
Or was he like, you know what? I'm gonna let her have her moment and just let her be.
I mean, he was worried about trying to get with Noah.
Are you telling me? Well, they're playing loud. They're playing music. I was like, nobody heard those glass, those cherries.
Yeah, literally, like the 4 of them fucking fell, and then you didn't hear Noah talking about something. Oh, you got that for me? I'm like, don't you got a girlfriend? Like, where the fuck is she? Ben was over here trying to get his little girl, he was trying to get his little boo thing, and he forgot about his own best friend dead in the closet. But no, you mean tell me that nobody went in the closet? Look how much snack variety that shit has, and no one came in there and was like, oh, this dead bitch.
All the popcorn and Sour Patch Kids on the table,
on the counter, like they was eating. Like they said we got kid realistic meals, which I do not object. Like, they had kid objective juices, they had alcoholic free beverages. They knew how to get lit. While the mom was upstairs, I was reacting to it, and I know that he said mom was happening, but like I didn't understand. I mean, I didn't process it. That his mom was there while everything fucking happened. She was just upstairs somewhere. Like, she was out here letting her son get lit like this. All this trash all around this big ass mansion. Because everybody on this, every family we see got a big ass mansion.
But why was he dressed like an 80-year-old man who like owns Playboy? Like, why is he dressed like
right in a robe, like as
no, the fucking slippers took me out.
scar or something, and he's, you know, like a like who is this like supposed to be teenage boy? Like,
I have no idea. I don't know who man this is, but like Ben, what part of this man gave you the taste to be attractive? Like, this guy got a fucking bathrobe on, like he just came from the shower, and everybody else is dressed up. Like, is it supposed to be like what theme was the party? Was it just to come the fuck comfortable? Because that's what he did.
well, it's his house.
Right, like as a host, he's gonna be the most comfortable as one.
My mansion or something.
It's like he had just left the shower and came downstairs and the party was already happening.
Right.
And he's like, oh shit, I can't do anything now.
Everybody's out here making out and everything, and he's over here didn't even get a drink yet, which means he must have just came downstairs because Ben was about to give him a drink. But the thing is that it wasn't that damn dark for Ben not to see this body on the fucking floor, like a whole ass shadow you don't see on the floor, like. And then
what took me out is when he turned the fucking flashlight on.
Dark. It wasn't. What kills me is that he didn't even give a fuck that he tripped over her because he didn't even say sorry. He said, "Why are you on the floor?" Like he didn't even say like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," or "Oh, you okay?" He said, "Why the fuck are you on the floor?" Okay. Like, what are you doing? And when he flipped her over, she literally looked like she just hit her head and she was unconscious. Like there was no like.
Yeah, but there was a mark right there. Like there was a mark on her arm. So like, was that the bite mark?
It had to have been.
Like there's a whole bite mark, but no one acknowledges that. And even if we saw that bite mark, that means Eleanor is stupid. Because if it's supposed to vanish, then why would it still be one right there, Eleanor? Like it's like she knows that Juliette didn't do it, but she's still like, yeah, she did it. I'm just trying to see something. What are you trying to see? She got a bite mark right here, girl, and it didn't vanish. Did you forget what type of vampires y'all are?
And like, did they not like locate where Juliette was in the first place? And she wasn't even near the fucking body. What was she gonna do in front of?
That's exactly what I was saying. I'm like, did no one tell them where they found the phone at? Like they just thought that she left the phone next to the body, and then the police were just like, oh well, she didn't kill her.
Oh, don't even get me started on that phone. That phone looked fake as hell. It's just lying on the ground, it looked like a fucking sticker. And I'm sitting here, like, and literally my reaction, I'm like, why does that look fake?
No, but like no one cared. No one was checking up on my good sister Juliette. I'm just like, she's literally dead in there and revived.
Alive, but I'm dead.
Right, and then she comes home to touch this child, to not use it. She was like, whole ass smear just there. I'm like, Juliette, you have to know better than that. Like, you mean tell me she got up and ain't feel for her pockets to like ask for anything? Like, you mean tell me she left the party and didn't give a fuck about if Ben made it or not? Like, that was so unrealistic. Both of them supposed to be each other's wingman, but then proceeded to not care about each other once they left the party.
And then when Ben like saw her at school the next day or whatever, it was like, where were you? Whatever he said, and like, I'm like, she was in the fucking closet. She was just making out with the girl. You knew this. I don't know why you're.
I mean, like you want to help her out and then left her literally, but then you got her dad. What's called Sebastian. He don't believe this shit at all. Once he found out that supposedly what Juliette did, he was like, "This is not my daughter." He said, "I already raised 2 demons. She ain't the one." Like he did not. He was in denial. Like the mom was just over here coming saying, "Yeah, look at my daughter. She's just like you know, she's finally getting comfortable with killing." And he's like, "No, this is not my child. They got the wrong one." Fine. He don't even really care about Eleanor either, because he literally was like, "Eleanor, why are you even here? Like, I don't need you compelling people. Just get the fuck out."
Doesn't care about Eleanor or Oliver. It's just like
he don't. It's just Juliette. Like, and it's funny because you know, like due to the backstory that we find in the next episode, like them being like looked down on, and then the savager ones is more so should be the ones to be getting praised, but they're not. While the kind daughter's getting praised, but she's getting tracked by her grandma. How hilarious. What else happened besides, there's a lot of shit that happened. Was this the time that after Calliope booked it down the street? She was running for a good ass 15 minutes. And she didn't sound like she didn't sound like she was done yet. She got on that bus and went home. And before she went home, she came to a horror scene.
But the cops were chasing her and they didn't think to go after the bus. They were just like, oh, she got on a bus. Can't get her now.
No, but like fuck that. How did they even know that she was suspicious? Like, what if she was just doing a fucking night jog? Like they just saw her walking and then start running, and then it was like, we gotta chase this woman. Yeah. She looked suspicious. Like, huh?
I mean,
racist.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
Anyways,
2 white cops, and she was
Yeah.
a little black girl in the middle
She
of
was literally just jogging outside.
She literally could have been jogging, but I was like, I don't want to, bring it up, but definitely racist.
Yeah.
And then they just gave up. They was like, oh well, we can't call another cop. He's probably around. Just fuck it. Let's go back to the party.
Oh, it's like it reminds me of those like video games where it's like if you run far enough away, even if you're in plain sight,
Like
cops
GTA, like GTA.
yeah, like GTA, they're like, oh, you're not around, even though
Yeah. You just
got on
changed the
the bus.
color. You just changed the color paint of your car. Totally don't remember the license plate. Like it's so dumb. And the thing is that like you would think that since they're out here giving evidence back, like first of all, Juliet's phone was evidence at a party. One got that back, and then like you thought they would have said because they were chasing Calliope. You would have thought they would say this person is a person of interest. Never mentions it, and then I'm just like, how the fuck did you not? And then like you mean tell me. Like,
I mean, makes sense because Juliet's father is the.
that one I automatically. But I'm just like, how did y'all just not like put like Calliope when I was chasing her down as a person of potential interest?
Yeah.
Like clowns. And then you got Apollo, who
Annoying.
stole an artifact from the graveyard, from the last episode, and it arrives a shambler into their home, which shouldn't even be happening because they got the thresholds cleaned and whatever.
And we're talking about Apollo.
And Apollo goes and he literally causes the house to get like destroyed. Books and shit, paper, windows is thrown. I did a meme that said swung his body to the side. Yes, the monster swung Apollo's ass out the window, destroyed the whole house, and Apollo literally didn't give a fuck. Like he literally didn't care. Apollo was like, "Well, I don't need another dead lecturer," and I'm just like, "Are you fucking serious?"
Yeah.
You literally just destroyed the house and you stole something and then blamed the artifact that you stole. Talking about something, well, how I'm supposed to know that why would this artifact be lingering around? Yeah. Why would you touch it?
Especially as a monster hunter. Why would you?
No, I honestly feel like none of these people are really monster hunters because these motherfuckers are like 24. Well, Theo is 24 and obviously Apollo is probably 22 or 21. And yet they don't know these rules. Like Apollo is mad that he didn't get boosted to a past trainer last episode, but he's doing rookie mistakes. And then they're trying to test Calliope on if she's ready to be a monster hunter, but they couldn't even fucking tell her about I don't know what the fuck a original what is called a legacy vampire is. It's like
I think
how do they not know this? It ain't no books around.
I think that's her issue with the family Calliope because they still treat her like a baby.
Yeah, but even with Apollo, like you would think he would know some of this. It's like sometimes they like act like they don't know the rules of anything, and I'm like, how you got a rule book, but you doing dumb shit? Like y'all don't got a class to teach monsters. She didn't even know what monster that was. That was trying to get her when she was with her mom. It's like they don't know anything. They just try to go to kill. They just try to go to kill. They don't even try to figure out what these monsters is. And Apollo, I'm just like, how did you just not give a fuck that you just ruined Theo's only picture frame with his mom? How did you then just not care afterwards? Apollo really, he clown of the day, honestly. I don't know what to say.
And
I don't know, like I don't know.
In plain sight. It's not even like he's supposed to be this like trained monster hunter since 14. And he just picks up this random object, which anyone knows. I mean, even if you have fucking TikTok, you don't pick up strange objects and take them home. Like,
right? Like, especially when you know about the supernatural realm because you're a monster hunter. Like, they never told you not to take shit. Like, you just was out here just.
And then this weird, goopy, like tree monster ends up in the house, and rather than wanting to like kill anyone, it's literally looking for this little like gold pocket watch, like this little summoner.
Yeah, which he already got. Like he already got. They could have just let the man free. Honestly, he got the watch. He about to dip, and then everybody else wanted to go like monster hunting and shit on him. So
and all the fucking head on the fucking carpet.
And then how it like melted. Oh Lord. And once again, like the monster was nasty. That's how it's supposed to give. I'm not gonna sit here and give a CGI analysis like some of y'all people are doing. I'm just here for a good time. I'm just here for a good time.
We're having fun.
We're watching Buffy. Another show with monsters.
Yeah, it reminded me of Buffy so much when I saw that. I was so happy.
Yeah, Buffy. Mm-hmm. legacies.
We like what we like. I mean, like,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, legacy.
We have a common theme of monsters. And then what? Okay, so after that, the mom, she's so mad. Like she's so mad, so she goes outside, dispose the trash bags, and Calliope thinks she's going to sneak past her, not even waiting. Like she literally just walked. Like she waited for her to walk down the step, turn to the left, and then thought she was gonna be able to book it when she saw.
And the mom's like, you seriously didn't think I was gonna see you?
I was gonna see you. And then she's like, "Why are you coming here late? Like, there's no reason for you to forget time. Monster hunters don't forget time." And she's like, "Yo, I just staked somebody. I just staked somebody at the party. I just staked somebody from my school at the party, and I think I killed them." And then, the mom's like, "You did what?" She's like, and then she waits to like, oh bless you. She waits to. I was about to see this again. I was like,
it's coming. It's gonna come in a second. Just keep going.
I thought Calliope goes to sleep and her mom wakes her up then. Like you couldn't just tell her to stop right there. She waits till she takes a nap. And it's like, get up. Tell me how you staked her. Tell me exactly everything you did. I'm just like,
she had to sleep on it. She had to sleep on it in order to like.
Yeah, she said I gotta make sure that I'm not hallucinating. She just said she killed a vamp. She thinks she just staked the vampire.
Made out with her and then killed her.
And then right. And then she's like, tell me what you did. I'm just like, well, she can't show you what she did.
She can.
She
What's
can't,
something
but
else?
it's just all that matters, I guess. And then she's like, well, your form as well. And I'm just like, so why don't you believe that she killed somebody? Like if her form is good.
Now you see, they keep underestimating her.
They really do. And it's weird because it's like you would thought that she like y'all wouldn't know because she trains with y'all, but yet you doubt this one kill as an definitive of her not being able to do it.
Calliope thought she killed Juliette.
Yes.
And tattoos appear when you kill monsters. Why did she not just look at her arm and go, oh, there's no tattoo? Well, guess I didn't kill her.
Right, like that's the thing that's so weird about everything is that like you would thought that she would knew that vampires were vanished because they killed one at the graveyard. So why didn't she not look confused?
Well, she knew. She knew because she said it to her mom. She was like, I know that. Like Apollo just killed one at the or whatever, and I was like, okay, so you just ran.
Yeah, like why didn't you why you say you could have said I attempted to stake because you didn't kill her, she didn't vanish. And then like if we're thinking of it like from what it looks like, Apollo's just ruined his hand. So why didn't she just look at her arm and be like, oh shit, it didn't happen? Why didn't her mom grab her arm and be like, oh shit, it's on your arm? Like if it is magical or not. So like that's one of the things that we don't know is we don't know if the hunter marks come up via tattoo or spell wise. So that's one thing that I don't know since it's different from the books. So I don't know. But her mom was like, show me the form and all that. And then what was that after that? Was that Eleanor?
And then you go to Juliette that her parents think she made her first kill.
Oh yeah. The parents thought she made her first kill and they want to put together this like
this why did I forget the name?
Society
introduction
presentation.
Yeah, well, it's called constant.
But it's only for the girls.
Yeah.
Did you notice that? It's only for the girls. Like Oliver probably didn't have to go through it.
They live on matriarchy. I don't know how.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just because it's Eve and Lilith, so
yeah. So it's for like the first vampire was a woman because that was the lore, and so women are
the only ones that do it.
Men aren't.
Yeah. So her mom sees it and she's like, oh my god, she got her first kill. How did it happen? And Juliette, she's lying. She's like, it happened so fast. I don't even know what happened. So her mom was like, all right, I'm gonna call your grandma and her dad, and then Sebastian, he's like, ma'am, it's like late as shit, and she's like, so this is my big daughter's day. But you see Eleanor's already plotting. She's like,
she did it.
Anyway, she said, where did it happen? I'm like, didn't you just say do it? Like, didn't you just tell, like, didn't y'all just want her to do like literally yesterday? Relax. So then after that, listen, I feel like I'm just so happy to
Ellen's got that superiority complex over Juliette, especially too.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm the better sister. Like I kill and like.
Yeah, it's like she feels threatened by her title. Yeah. And I'm just like, it's like she don't believe that Juliette would do something like that, so she's trying to find a way to debunk it. But yeah, I'm just like, why does it matter? You know, like now you found out that she's not perfect as you and your brother, but yet you still want to make it seem like it's not. Like she want to
I mean,
fool Juliet.
Leonor, she wants power, and I think she wants Juliet to just turn already.
But does that have
So
something to do with the fact that, okay, so then we go to Eleanor in the morgue, and she like compelled that guy.
yeah,
I thought that was like, okay, they all compel people, but then didn't they say something about it being
Yeah,
like
they
yeah,
said,
it's her
they said
special power. Yeah,
it's her special power.
I was okay, now like that whole superiority complex makes sense because like here she's got this like special power that no other vampire can do. And is it like an Edward and Alice thing? Like some vampire
I
yeah.
guess, I guess
think
because
yeah, I think every vampire maybe have a special something.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't
I don't.
know.
Yeah, it's so weird because I'm just like, why would she feel threatened by Juliet when Juliet literally doesn't have a power? Like, if anything, she looks like just a regular vampire right now.
Like I love how we getting like these new vampires because apparently
Yeah.
we know everything about vampire media, and then we have first kill
Yeah.
things about vampires and everything.
First kill is changing like every norm because once again,
Yeah,
there's a vampire that can't go outside in the sun, and then there's vampire that is. So like this whole time I'm sitting here in the first episode, I'm like, why isn't Juliet burning? Like, why she like
yeah,
the whole time it's their legacy vampire, so there's levels to
Yeah.
it, and then you find out that not every like they once again every like legacy vampires can technically be the same as in regular vampires with like the power stance because she can compel, which means that if she can compel, what do Oliver have?
Is that
Oliver
kind
just a regular?
that vampire knowledge is kind of like like Shadowhunters too, isn't it? I don't know
Yeah.
if anybody's seen Shadowhunters.
Yeah, I mean I remember some of it, but I think they couldn't
I
go
don't know.
outside.
But like what they keep going, oh, you're not like him to Juliet, and they're obviously referring to Oliver. So like,
Yeah.
what did Oliver like?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess in a sense. I mean, well, once again, y'all are ahead of me than I am, but I mean, I guess based on his savagery. But from what we've seen in episode 3, it don't seem like he's a savage. So like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Well, I mean, barely. I mean, he looks. I guess they're trying to make
Like
him
we
scary,
have
but I'm just like, what the fuck?
And
did he
like we
do?
have the dad that was created by their mom, so he's not like a legacy vampire. He was
Yeah.
torn.
Yeah,
So it's new. Like he probably
yeah. It's new.
like
It's new.
her mom said that he have like humanity, still have humanity here because he's like torn. So he probably like
Yeah.
have vampire have to human or something like that.
Eleanor, Oliver, and Juliet are technically, in a sense, mutts because they are half legacy,
Yeah.
half
Yeah.
vampire.
Yeah. So, but and so like with Julie or with Eleanor, she goes in there and she gets information obviously to Claire, I guess. But like I mean, I feel like in a case she's probably doing it to protect her family because they're trying to protect
Yeah.
themselves. But like even then, even the dad didn't seem worried about it. So like if he didn't seem worried about it and he didn't want her to like interfere with stuff, then why did she go through the extreme? Like if anything, they could have said that it was a party. Like they wouldn't like it was not like they're going to say automatically it's a vampire because it wasn't a bite. If they were supposed to think that Julia did it, you know, so like it could have been anything. So it's kind of just confusing because you don't know what Eleanor's motive is besides maybe she's being like a big sister, or maybe she's feeling threatened, or maybe she just want to protect the family, or maybe she just knows that Juliet's up to no good. So we'll see.
I do say the never mind, because I don't remember if that was in this episode. No, it wasn't. Never mind.
And then we
I
go
was-
to the thing for the girl who died.
Yeah.
Yeah. The little the vigil or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, the visual,
At the school.
which became a so you think you can kill me fest. First of all, off the bat, like Calliope, she's like, why am I even here? Like, I don't know this girl. I just got here. Why am I at this girl's
She
visual and I
literally
haven't met her?
like I don't know
She didn't
who
even
she
be
is.
there.
No,
Literally.
Mom's like, oh, do you see the vampire? And then Calliope's like, no.
And she lied.
No, yeah.
Literally.
And the thing is that like what's
I
funny
think she wants
is
to know
that
for herself.
yeah. But also it's funny because like literally but like you know Juliet's in front of them and she vanishes. Calliope vanishes to follow her, and then obviously she finds out that that's the girl from the fight. So why didn't she confront Calliope and say, why did you lie? Like it just was
I
like
think she
she said was somebody there and she said no. And then she was.
Yeah, I think she wanna know for herself before she listens what her mom and her family have to say about vampires and everything, because she knows Juliet different is different. Like
Yeah.
before she knew Juliet was a vampire.
Yeah, she didn't find like once
Yeah,
again
she
it
felt
kind of
for her.
ties in. Yeah, it kind of ties into what her mom said when they showed the
Yeah,
flashback of her trying to kill, about how it's the monsters are the scarier ones, the ones that
yeah,
appear
She
human.
wanted to chase
But
after Juliet because she just wanted to know why she bit her.
yeah. Juliet was all contrary. She was told about vampires and monsters.
yeah, like I feel like she like honestly, if she never found the blood pill, she would never have guessed anything. So it's like she's trying to figure out why this person that she's supposed to hate and kill is literally
Yeah,
somebody that she can't stop thinking about. So it's kind of seeing her already go with that internal struggle of I'm a Burns, I'm supposed to kill these vampires to, well, maybe they're not bad after all, which comes into play next episode.
yeah.
But
Like why this
they
girl?
have like literally, Julia obviously didn't kill anyone, so she's deteriorating at this point.
Yeah, so
Blood, tears.
yeah, the blood tears, that was real. That was a cool effect. I really liked
Yeah, it was.
It was, and it was like so subtle, it wasn't overdone. So she like wipes it off.
the angst in that hallway, and then them fighting
Yeah.
on the roof, and Juliet
The fight,
automatically like, oh, I was born this way. Can you imagine just
right?
being born and like knowing like
I love
She
that line.
like she got hands. Like she knew she had hands. She was out here dodging these hits from like trained monsters, and it really does show like the threat, because once again, like at the end, they're like, yeah, these monsters aren't just like, these vampires are not just vampires, but the fact that they can actually fight too, like they're not just like fast ass vampires.
It's not even that. They're fucking blood
paralyzes. One drop and you're done. Like
I want to know if it's a vampire, or it's just Juliet's blood.
I think it's legacy.
I think it's just legacies.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah,
a
I
nice
think it's just
power
legacies.
too. And like Juliet's so worried, like you run off, like she didn't want to fight, she didn't want to hurt her, but like
literally, Calliope is so hilarious because she's like, she almost had to kill her twice, and she's like, why are you running away from me? Like, I want to talk. What do you want to talk about, Calliope? What do you want to talk about? She walked like, listen, it ain't like you would think that I don't think like Calliope thinks that she killed Ashley, so she's just like following her. Like, why are you following her? Telling you want to talk?
She's like
the fight.
The biggest mystery she wants to solve and understand.
Literally, it's given Bella
Obsession. Yeah.
You know,
You
know what I don't get is why didn't Calliope freak out more over the fact that her bite mark disappeared? If she knows nothing about legacy vampires, why was she like, I guess there's
I don't know. You would thought that she probably like, oh shit, maybe I'm a vampire now. Like she literally just didn't care.
Yeah,
she probably was more worried about her mom figuring out that she was hooking up with the vampire.
Exactly. Like she didn't even care about the bite mark more than the paralyzation. And I'm more curious as to when she was paralyzed, who found her, because she couldn't move for a while. So like, how would they even know that she was on the rooftop if by the time she left, it would have still been before the sun shined? So how the fuck they know that they were on a rooftop fighting?
Her mom didn't come and get her. Like her mom didn't wonder where the fuck Calliope.
Yeah, like how am I supposed to believe she stayed there all night or something like that, or somebody snitched? I'm supposed to believe somebody snitched and said they were on a rooftop.
Probably they have cameras on the school.
Possibly. How big?
I was gonna say in a fancy ass school like that, I'm sure as hell think they would have like some sort of like security cameras or something.
And then we can go like for the next scene on the officer, the principal officer. We got Calliope and Juliette, and Juliette is out here lying her ass off for Calliope.
Right, like why are you lying for this principal? Like he's sitting here and he's like, well, why did you go up there? And she's like, well, Juliette was sad about Ashley, and I just wanted to go there and comfort her. I'm like, you just came here. Why are you lying? And then the thing is that like her mom automatically knew it was bullshit, and she messages her and she's like, is that the girl you tried to stake?
Yeah.
Calliope doesn't even say that. Like Calliope literally was just like
literally full ass looked at her. She was like,
literally looked at her like, girl, really? And what is the decorum? Like she literally asked her that right in front of the whole. Like she didn't even sit in the seat. Which I would thought that the principal would have looked at her like, why are you not sitting down? She literally sits on his desk, like his little like table desk where his stuff is at, and it's texting like during the meeting. Like when he not saying, excuse me, ma'am, this is all attention. Like, come on now. But they lied their asses off, and the parents is like, yeah, maybe we should just like, it's just a misunderstanding. How about we all just like relax and chill? Everybody leaves, and Calliope and Juliette are the first ones to leave, and we get that iconic scene.
Yes.
My favorite scene.
My favorite scene
so far. Like, I'm only on episode 5, so I just watched episode 5, but like, this is by far my favorite scene.
Go ahead, say the line. Go ahead, say the line.
Yeah, and then they all talking about it, like Calliope is calling Julia out like, you a shitty liar.
Literally, she's like, I can hear your heartbeat.
It races when you lie. Are you kidding me?
I'm like, ma'am, first of all, so you got super hearing. So it's like
the smile she gives, and she's because Calliope literally called Juliette out for being a bad liar, and then Juliette's almost like, she smiles, she's just like, oh yeah, bet.
She goes, I can hear your heartbeat.
And
it
I
races
love
when you lie.
Juliette is still all in the crush, and Calliope is like putting this wall of brave.
Right, like Juliette got like literally almost got killed twice by this girl, and she's still like, anyways, you're lying.
I'm in love with you.
It's like Juliette knows that Calliope is trying her best to like sit here and deny everything. So
Juliette
she's like,
doesn't care. She's like, girl,
Juliette don't give fuck. Juliette don't give fuck.
I'm gonna kiss you again.
We stand this sure queen.
And I love because when Calliope leaves, she's like all happy and celebrating with another smile.
Right, like that she got her speechless because Calliope didn't say nothing. You know, Calliope would have said some shit and she didn't. She just like, she walked away. So Julia was like, oh,
I like that, Calliope.
I am right.
You were the first person to smile at me, and
it
was just like, oh my god, like.
And then she has the nerve to be like, you know, like, would you still have stabbed me? And she was like, or staked me or whatever. And she was like, yeah, I would have. And that's when Juliette was like, I can hear your heartbeat.
I'm like,
it races when you lie.
Yeah, and it goes back to what we say. Yeah, and it goes back to what we say in the first episode, because Juliette's so in because she's like, she's not that bounded to her family like legacies and everything, but like Calliope is literally what her family is. She's like, she has this loyalty to her family, so it's more difficult to her to like stay away
and distance herself.
Calliope without her family, without the hunter legacy on her back. So Juliette, Calliope's still fighting with this.
Yeah, like it's so different because in the books, Calliope initiates the kiss. So you're seeing it from a different point of view of Juliette doing it and how Calliope is having this internal struggle because she didn't give a fuck. The thing is, it's funny because in the book, she knows that Juliette's a vampire, but she still, like, she lures her in for the kiss so she can stake her, opposed to Juliette being the more open one because Juliette is a nervous ass scaredy cat, a loser. But it's so crazy because you're seeing, like, once again, you're really more so focusing on Calliope's like inner battle, because with the books you already know like Juliette's point of view and how she feels and how she's already actually doesn't feel comfortable in her own skin, and even in the family, like she feels still isolated, and she doesn't like technically it's not like her home to her. While with Calliope, she's in this home. She wants to prove that she's built for this life, this legacy of being a monster hunter, and then you're seeing her have this eternal struggle with just one person, to where she's starting to like try to like she's lying to her family. She's covering up things that she's done. She's more so distancing like things that happened to save someone that she's supposed to be trying to kill anyway. It's like she wants to be the only one that can kill Juliette, so she doesn't want anybody else to know that she's a simp for a vampire. So after that, incident of them outside the college, I'm going to call it, we see the parents, the mothers talking, and listen, is her name Talia? Talia automatically knows that she automatically knows that Juliette's mom is a fucking liar.
Full of bullshit. Yeah.
Like, she literally acted her ass off. Emmy Award nomination, she sat there and was like, oh yeah, on Sunday I can come for some Chardonnay and chill. And then she noticed, she watches Juliette's mom like breathe in the sun's air in the sun. and she's like, oh, so she can't die from the sun. She's a legacy. She waits till she walk off and she's like, bye. Literally said no humanity teas, and booked it. Literally went home to tell everybody else to tea. So after this scene, okay, was there another scene that happened between us? Like before I get, I'm over thinking about the ending where it's Juliette and Eleanor.
Yeah.
Did we talk about? Was it the scene where Juliette was in the hallway and the lights and like? What?
That's at the beginning.
Was it at the beginning? I thought there was a second one though.
When she was
Was that-
struggling.
Yeah, was that in the hallway when they were about to have a fight?
Yeah.
I feel like we never
thought-
saw another hallway scene.
Yeah, we
It
talked
was
about.
in. I'm pretty sure it was in the house. I might be
yeah,
thinking of a different episode.
at least
Never
like
mind.
at least Eleanor and Juliet sit there though.
Yeah.
Because she's still fighting everything,
okay.
and Eleanor was. So that is the next scene. So Juliet comes back home and she's still fighting everything because once again they think that since she has her first kill, she doesn't need blood pills, and she's been trying to look for them shits, and she's walking down the hallway and she's struggling like blood eyes and shit, and probably and it's getting red, like really red, which means that she's really at the verge of like going savage and killing anybody next to her. And Eleanor shows up, and Eleanor, she's not with that shit. She already knows that Juliet's lying, and she's like, well, look at these pictures. Why? I didn't know you were the type of person that would go for the intestines and the lungs and the liver. And Juliet's just like, why aren't you happy that I got my first kill? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And Eleanor's like, I don't know. Like, I thought we didn't lie to each other. And I'm just like, how do you know that she's lying? Like, are you ignoring that big ass bite that you keep thinking that's Juliet's or what? Like, what is going on? Like, what do you want from her? Juliet, like Eleanor, you already saw the damn body at this point. Got the whole documentary report. And I'm just like, I want to know how bad Oliver is to where they thought that Juliet would sit here and play dissection with vows when there's no report of a bloody ass scene in any room. Like, ain't no puddle of blood, so how would she be able to just dissect this lady, throw her back at the party ground, and then leave? Y'all vampires are dumb. But pretty much to say that that Juliet was just not. She was like, I did it. Like, what else you want from me? And Eleanor's like, when you stop lying, you can call me.
She did pull that steak out. I was like, I told Juliet.
She pulled that steak out.
She
Was
needs
like,
to hide it more.
She pulled out that steak and was like, so why you got this? And she's like, why you
Probably
worried about
smell
it?
the blood. They're vampires. Like, Julia didn't even wash that thing off.
Right, like she could have hit it somewhere else, or literally she could have said, "Oh, well, that girl was a hunter." She could have said anything to like cover the lie up as to why she got it. But the thing is that like she curved like her name on it. Like she could have said that the girl tried to attack me and I got her. Yeah. But yeah, and then it ends off with Calliope coming home. She's shocked and kind of excited to see her family. Her dad's here. Her ex Tess is here. Ted's family, Bob, the Bob, B.O.B. So calling her Bob, Sarah came, and the dad, which I forgot his name, and they all got weapons and shit. And she's like, "What is going on? What the fuck is this?" And they're like, "Oh, well, you're right. You are potentially able to kill a vampire or a monster because you did it right. But they're legacy vampires, so it takes more to kill them. They can go outside in the sun, their blood paralyzes you, and their bites disappear. So, like, it takes special work to kill this vampire. And, her mom is like, yeah, we're going to have to kill all the motherfuckers.
Yeah. And then she was like, well.
And she's like, oh. Shit, I just sent my
She was literally like, ooh.
Yeah, I love how they go back to the first episode. They're like, both sides say, like, when you start something, just finish. And neither did both of them finish kill each other. So
that's like that meme. Like, it's like, man, I can have shit around here.
Yeah,
right.
It just started this chain of events until season finale that you guys gonna see it. It's just amazing.
No, because I just watched episode 5 and something happened in episode 5 where I'm like, what? Okay, anyways.
We gotta keep strong.
Stairs into episode 4.
You got this, bestie.
Okay, so
MVP, episode 4.
Yeah.
Top tier.
Top tier elite. But yeah, so we want to do our favorite scenes. Do you want to talk about the episode, like what we liked, and then we do like MVPs and stuff, or?
Yeah, MVP and favorite scene like we did with Legacies.
Okay.
I know we didn't do it for the first episode, guys, but we're gonna try to do it for you.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay, my MVP. I gotta go with Juliette. Like I loved. Okay, but see, I'm a Juliette girl. Like I love Juliette, but I also love Calliope. But this episode, Juliette just like. I loved everything about Juliette in this episode. My favorite scene is the scene outside the school where she says, I can hear your heartbeat or whatever. And she says there, and it just, it's such a cute little scene between them two, and it just shows like they have all these issues going on, but they still could have those cute moments where they're flirting, whether or not they want to or not, they're still flirting. Yeah. And I love the chemistry between them two. And it's like Sarah and Amani just have like that song is just that scene.
Yeah.
I can talk about that scene always.
My MVP for me is Calliope. Once again, I mean, like for these past 2 episodes, you see her have this big struggle. I feel like with Juliette, she doesn't really have an attachment to her family, like as Calliope does, where she's trying to prove every step she takes that she is she's more than just a younger daughter or a younger sister. She can be taken as a monster hunter, and to see like this inner battle with her trying her hardest, emphasis on trying her hardest to hate Juliette so much that she's like trying to kill her again. She's like lying to protect this person. You really get to see this internal battle with her and how she's handling the situation, because she didn't even tell her mom about like who the vampire was. Like if she really didn't care about Juliette, she would have just told her mom who it was and they would got the stuff done. But she cared about it so much that she wants to like solve her like a puzzle piece, and to see her like have this battle is so interesting to see, because always comes down to Juliette or her family. And my favorite scene is obviously when they were fighting on top of the rooftop. It was tenseful, like the music was playing, and like how Juliette really didn't want to fight her, and while Calliope, she's trying to make it sound like she hates her so much that she just wanted to destroy her and get it done. When in reality, she actually want to fucking ask her all these questions because she's whipped. But yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Juliette for my MVP because I really like Juliette. Like I do, I'm the same. I like Juliette and I like Calliope, but Juliette's like this nerdy little, like she's supposed to be this vampire. She's supposed to be the hunter, and she's actually the prey. Like she's like
literally
little like adorable cutesy vampire. Like her fucking smile is adorable, and I really liked her in this episode because she's really struggling between wanting to like not disappoint her parents when they're thinking that she got her first kill, but then also like you can see the struggle of her actually not wanting to be a vampire. And like that whole thing with Calliope with her biting her was more of like a reaction and not necessarily because she wanted to do it. Like it kind of reminded me a little bit of an Edward and Bella, because like how Edward said that Bella's blood is like
personal heroine.
You mentioned Edward and Bella and just get nauseous like instantly.
I'm just because he said like you're my own personal form of heroine, and I feel like with Juliette that's kind of how Calliope's blood was like, and that was why she like bit her, like because it just like called to her, and so I really liked kind of like how that was set up in the second episode. And my favorite scene is I liked the rooftop too. I loved the fight on the rooftop. I loved that like angst between the two of them. I just liked the back and forth and the blood being like parrot like that. I was just like, oh my fucking god, like what's going on? Like that shocked me. So I really liked that.
Well, my MVP has to be Calliope because of what Naj say, like watching her struggle with what should she do, and like what she's doing in the moment, like with the loyalty to her family, but like with these feelings that she has for Juliette, and she's struggling between the two of them, and she can even say that she's doing things unconsciously, like she's not telling her mom who Juliette is. She's trying to get answers for Juliette from Juliette, like, and I think that's very like it's captivating to watch during this beginning of the series and the season, and like, so I guess I love Juliette, like, but like Calliope is there in my heart in the beginning, and my favorite scene is definitely the of them on campus when Juliette's like smiling, like I can hear your heartbeat. If it erases when you like, literally my favorite scene.
The fact that we have split MVPs and split favorite scenes, like nobody else is important but them. Like no one else is important. Not even like a scene of like, oh, Eleanor compelling is just like, yeah, heartbeat, oh, rooftop.
Okay. What is it with us and fucking Romeo and Juliet type couples?
Literally.
I don't know. Like, what the
No, when they
fuck?
did when the blood
That
scene
was the
came on with the
lovers?
blood with the toxic, I automatically thought of Landon and Hope, and I was like, what is this
I
like?
Oh my god. No, the fact that like you can
It's
really
that first
parallel that
lovers
to like
got us
you can
bad.
really parallel that to them because like I mean well technically his blood not talked to him now anyway because he's fucking a god now.
But like no,
But
it's the whole, like Romeo and Juliet thing.
literally like they're so like fucking forbidden to
They're
date. But
they're
they
destined
do.
to fight each other. Like what? Seriously?
What like I'm gonna eat that. I know because now the Handon parallels are stuck in my head now. Oh my god!
To the first kill listeners, sorry, we're just having a moment right now.
Yeah, no, because like
from our
like,
roots.
the whole drop, like when she fell to her knees and the blood. First of all, it looked like it's a lot of blood on here. I'm like, it only like Juliet's bleeding that much. So like,
And
what
can
the
we
fuck
talk
is
about also when she stabbed her? That kind of parallels what happened with Landon too.
Oh god.
You just
It's
told
bad.
us. I thought we were gonna get past our roots for a second. Like,
I was thinking about that while we were watching the episode too.
No,
I'm like, I'm not gonna mention it. I'm not gonna mention it.
Like I'm trying to like watch things and not have a connection to Handon in some way, some form, but it's just fucking impossible.
You can't do it.
Impossible. It's either that or I'm getting like Bella and Edward or Buffy and Angel. I'm just like,
this is our first like sapphic Romeo and Juliet story, and it's
Yeah, it's
yeah,
amazing.
it's so good though. Like it's so good at like
it's
how
as in like effects and stuff like that, but like weird.
it's camp. It's camp. It's camp.
It's
actually.
camp.
Yeah.
It's like
And
remember
then
me also
it's-
of Angel and Buffy because one is a vampire and another is a hunter.
Yeah, like it gives us camp in the sense of things that we wanted from shows in a while. Like
Yeah.
it's not taking itself serious. It's a fucking show, like it's about romance, it's about betrayal, it's about family.
It's giving what's supposed to give.
Yeah, and the thing is that like you don't see this. Like you don't have a lesbian couple as a main as a main main character of the show who is basically also in the relationship is not the main focal point. They have their family drama as well clashes into their relationship. So it's not several things. Every storyline is like all building up to this will they, won't they, will they last? Romeo and Juliet like star-crossed lovers thing. And I'm just like, I'm eating that shit up because you can't and for me it's so hard because honestly I'm a weird person when it comes to characters because if I have a favorite couple 100 times out of 10 I want one of my favorite characters will be that one of the people in the ship Handon, it was Landon. When it was Angel, it was Buffy. So I'm always having one of my favorite characters be in it, and this is the first time I love them both equally. I can't choose. I literally can't choose. I love them both equally, and I'm just like shit. They both my favorite characters. I can't choose them.
And I love that it's not like a coming out story because I mean it's important to have this story, but I think we are so tired of see the gayness of the person be the story of the show or the movies. It's so nice. They are already lesbians, and that's not important to the story. They're just
yeah, it's just
it's like a normal thing. It's like a normal thing. It's which I love, which is to have a character that's straight out oh I'm gay and not have that's I love don't get me wrong, I love a good coming out story when it's good it's good, but to have those kind of characters where it's the representation's there already and you don't have to question it, it's incredible.
They're already established, their family's already supportive, no one seems to be doubting or being some type of way to whoever they love. And to the fact that the relationship is not over sexualized, is not the main contributor to the plot.
Yeah.
You don't really get to see star-crossed lesbian, vampire, and human couples, never. And that's a trope that you would probably find on Wattpad or some shit, or try to find somewhere, in some way, and to see it made in such a way where it's not just them being a lesbian couple, and it's not a fast romance. It's literally. The tension is and the chemistry is so there but you're watching them try to push away, so you're getting several tropes at once. And
their love story is the story of the show. It's insane.
Literally, there's star-crossed lovers, Romeo and Juliet, even Lilith, and then they got tension, they got chemistry, then they got slow burn type of thing for trying to push away. forbidden love. Like there's so many tropes going into this couple, and you're just like, fuck. Like you really don't. I guess you care about everybody else, but like you're really worrying about like what's gonna happen to y'all two because y'all trying to push it so bad, and everybody's actions kind of lead to them anyway. So it's so interesting to see, and like for me, like you once again get to see them both have eternal struggles that's so similar, but can have different outcomes, which is why we're tuning in every week. So yeah,
I'm having a great time.
Having a great time. Now I'm gonna have to go fucking make some edits on Wednesday because it is. But anyway,
what about me?
The parallels.
Oh, I have to sneeze so bad, so I cut it out.
Oh my god. But are we wrapping up?
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway, that was our season 1, episode 2 discussion review of First Kill. Let us know what you think. Who is your MVP? What is your favorite scene? And what storyline do you like so far? Keep in mind, some of us haven't finished the show yet, so keep the spoilers to a minimum. And thank you guys for tuning in to another week of reviews and discussions with the Handon Weekly podcast. Bye.
Bye.